Welcome back to my channel. My name is Charlene Randall. If this is your first time here, I want you to click the subscribe button so you will see all the information and get the notifications about everything that I'm doing. So it's New Year's, guys. It's finally 2026. And I don't know about you, but 2025 went by kind of fast to me. I feel like it just sped by. Like it didn't feel like an entire year. It seems like the time is speeding up. I don't know, but it's 2026. It's actually um 12:41. So 41 minutes ago the ball dropped and we brung in the new year. So for a lot of people, New Year's and January signals tax time. If you need to get your taxes prepared, make sure you go to randallparalegal.com and fill out the form so we can help you and maximize all your deductions and credit. So randallparalegal.com. So the video that I'm bringing to you today is actually a good video. It's something good for the people. So minimum wage. A lot of people have been complaining about minimum wage all over the country because of the prices and inflation is eating people's pockets. Every time you um, go to do something, you find that the costs have increased. So now New York and Connecticut are raising the minimum wage, and this should help people with their family household costs. So this is a good thing. So it's New Year's, starting January 1st. Actually, the minimum wage increase goes into effect. So let's take a look at this and get more information
States are raising their
about
minimum
it.
wage at the start of the new year, including right here in Connecticut. On Thursday, it will increase to just under $17 an hour. Governor Ned Lamont calling it a big win for workers, but it does come at a cost for the people employing them. Your reporter Dylan Fearon is live outside Martino's Pizza in Oakville with the impact this has on small businesses. Dylan.
Well, Amanda, Connecticut has been looking out for minimum wage workers over the last few years. The minimum wage in Connecticut was $11 back in 2019 with a steady increase each year through 2026. But small business owners are certainly concerned tonight.
We do everything with love and passion.
It's lunchtime at Martino's Pizza, and these pies are fresh out of the oven. It's thanks to owner Tom DeMattias and his hard-working employees. He has 20, some on minimum wage.
But one, you got to treat them good. You got to treat them fair. But also, you have to, make sure that their salaries are matching what their value to your, businesses. So it's really important.
Those minimum wage salaries will soon be $16.94 an hour, a near 60-cent an hour increase from what it is right now. It equates to roughly an extra $1,200 a year. The change is required under state law, which connects the minimum wage to the Federal Employment Cost Index, the state bumping up minimum wage 3.6%. In September, Governor Lamont said nobody who works full-time should have to live in poverty. This is a fair, modest increase, and the money earned will go right back into our own economy, supporting local businesses in our communities. But those local businesses already face extra costs from tariffs, now have another burden, and may need to increase wages for all employees.
Of course, it's a big hit, yeah. But as an employer, it's your duty for them not to fall back into this trap because you have to go up on their salary as well. So this is a big game that they're playing with us.
19 states are increasing minimum wage in 2016. Connecticut will have the second highest statewide minimum wage in the country, behind just Washington. Connecticut also compares to New York City and is higher than New Jersey, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, and Pennsylvania. Dwayne Sauer is with Robert Half Recruiters, the largest staffing agency in the world. Dwayne's based in Hartford.
You're going to get net after taxes approximately $80 to $95 more a month in your paycheck. that's helping in light of, inflation and other increased costs.
But Dwayne admits businesses could start giving employees fewer hours or even decrease staffing numbers.
This increase really affects those in retail, hospitality, and the unskilled labor market.
And Amanda, the state says more than 60% of people on minimum wage in Connecticut are either women or people of color. I'm your reporter live in Oakville tonight, Dylan Fearon, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Dylan.
So this is a big deal, but as they say, it's going to come with some changes for businesses. Business owners will now have to factor in the cost of raising these wages for the employees. But on the other hand, the employees in Connecticut, the minimum wage increase equates to $1,200 more per year, which is good. And so hopefully, this will be a good thing. And people, it has been increasing in Connecticut. So this is something people has been asking for because the inflation is just, eating money away. And as, I believe as the inflation goes up, the wages need to match. And Connecticut is a high cost of living state. So you also have to think of that too when you are factoring any wages in any state. Like if you plan to move somewhere and you want to see how far your money is going to stretch, you definitely have to look at the cost of living in that state. So 1694 is the new rate, is effective January 1st for all employees. So that is the minimum wage in Connecticut. Now, New York also has increased the minimum wage.
Listen up. New York State employers, big minimum wage and salary threshold changes are coming January 1st, 2026. So make sure you're staying compliant as the new year rolls around. I'm Matthew Brown, and I'm a labor and employment attorney. So what am I talking about? Well, minimum wage is going up to $17 an hour in New York City, Nassau, Suffolk, and Westchester counties. It's also going up to $16 an hour in the rest of the state. Salary thresholds for exempt employees are also rising. So if you classify someone as exempt from overtime, they must now make at least $66,300 a year or $1,275 a week in downstate. That's New York City, Westchester, and Long Island. They must also make $62,353.20 a year or $1,199.10 a week elsewhere. If they don't meet these thresholds, they could be overtime eligible. And for employers with tip staff, cash wages and tip credits are also changing. So check your tip wage schedules to be sure you're compliant. So what should you do for the start of the new year? Review your payroll rates, update exempt salaries or reclassify employees, update written pay notices and internal policies, and of course, follow me for more labor and employment insights.
Okay, so this is New York. New York is also a high cost of living state. So New York, what they have increased their minimum wage to is $17 an hour in New York City, Long Island, Westchester, and $16 for the rest of the state. So basically, this is an increase. As I said, it's the high cost of living in New York as well. So you have to factor in all of that. So this definitely is something that, like I said, people have been asking for this. People have been complaining and, talking about how they are paying their bills and they're stressful. So every little bit helps. New York has also been having increasing rates, over the years. They have been increasing the rate, which is a good thing. So I'm going to keep you, updated on this. Make sure you have all your proper information in your job and you gave your employer all of your information and updated it, such as your W-4 form and everything, as far as your taxes is concerned. So you will notice a difference in taxes being taken out of your check as well. So make sure you keep a note on your finances and what's coming out, and make sure you have your dependents updated and everything, because that will reflect in your tax refund, and it'll also reflect in the increase that you receive if if this affects you. If this affects you, you can definitely make sure that you have everything so you can see the changes that will come from the minimum wage to the increased minimum wage in your paycheck. So as I said, I hope this information is something that people are really um, paying attention to, because this is a big deal for people who have been working with minimum wage. This is going to be an increase for their families, and it's going to affect their whole, their income and their taxes and um, exemptions and other things. And it's also going to be a big deal for business owners. So big business owners, definitely you want to make sure that you have all of your financials in order. So not only for the employees that are getting their increase from one minimum wage amount to the increased amount, but employers have to now uh, pay out more to these employees. So I'm going to keep you updated on this. Let me know exactly what you think. Tax season is around the corner. Go to randallparalegal.com and fill in the form so you can get started with your tax return this year. I'm going to be giving you lots of information on taxes this year as well. So everybody, enjoy the rest of your New Year's and be safe. Happy New Year's to you and your family. We are in a new year, 2026. And I will see you in the next video. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe on this video. And I will keep you updated on all the news that is coming up. You don't want to miss a video, so make sure you hit that subscribe button.